In this recording, I'm going to analyze how this Escher bird tessellation is put together. If we notice, it's definitely not a translation because the bird is not facing the same way, and we can easily see that there's some rotation going on here. So if we look at these different wings, we notice that this bird is being rotated 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times from this point. So that's the center of rotation. So I'm going to put a point there to make that the center of rotation. And what's being rotated is this sort of outline here. So let's go ahead and draw that. I'll draw that real quick. Again, it's very hard to draw this accurately with a mouse. I'll do my best. Okay, so there it is. So if I take that shape and make this the center of rotation, if I transform and rotate that, the amount I need to rotate it is, if I think about it, I have 6 shapes, and it's 360 divided by 6 is going to be 60 degrees. So if I rotate that 60 and do that 4 more times, so now I basically have this part of the tessellation is done. And if you notice, it's basically made up of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 equilateral triangles. And those can, of course, form a hexagon. And the overall pattern is made up of just connected hexagons then, repeated indefinitely. The problem comes with connecting the 2 hexagons. If you think about it, you're going to have 2 triangles, one triangle from this hexagon and one triangle from this hexagon, but they're back to back, and that causes trouble. So let's say we have this triangle is the end point of our hexagon. So here's the pattern that we want to be able to match with the pattern of the other triangle. If it's the same pattern, we're going to have trouble because, watch, if I make this my center of rotation and rotate that 180 degrees, okay, and then let me go ahead and hide the original one. So this is the original one. Okay, you see the problem we're going to have. If I try to fit this in here, obviously it's not lining up at all because the stuff's on the bottom is now on the top. So actually the only way you can make this work is if the things on the bottom become things on the top. So I'm not going to do this accurately. Basically, you could kind of see the idea. If this part from here to here is the same as that part from here to here, then when you turn it around, this part is going to be able to fit, because it's going to be on the bottom, it's going to fit into this, and this part is going to fit up there. So basically, what you have to do is, let's look at it in Escher's, is the part from here, let's look at it. First of all, what I'm going to do is take the midpoint of this. So let's go ahead and construct the midpoint. Okay, now if you look at this, the part from here, I'm going to go down this way. And here's my midpoint. Okay, so let's go this way. So from here to here is actually going to be the same as this from here to there. So how do I do that? I basically have to just rotate this 180 degrees, and then it will make this part. So, so that's the tricky part on the back end here, is you have to take the midpoint, take your half, the part of the design from here to here, then has to be rotated 180 degrees to finish it off so that it will fit with the white one. Okay? So that's how you do that. Now let's, if you want to see what it would look like, it's not exact, but if I take that and rotate that 180 degrees, you can see that this part is going to match that part, and I'm a little off because I didn't draw it correctly. Okay? All right.